where the wild winds blow. Albertans rise up.
Hey, hey, hey.
Status quo.
How are you doing today? You got your Tommy Temper Show coming to you live.
But Ottawa's taking our billions with their equalization game, sending it east to Quebec while we shoulder the blame. No more pipelines blocked, no more carbon tax chains. We're done with the feds breaking free from their reins.
Alberta freedom.
Ringing loud and true.
That's right.
Sovereignty calling, independence coming through. No more woke liberalism, stealing our way of life. Albertans stand tall, cutting loose from the strife. Rocky Mountains watching as we claim our own land. Freedom for our families with a rifle in hand. Alberta freedom.
Oh, yeah. There's a nice thumbnail. How's everyone doing today out there?
Where the eagles soar high. We're sick of the traitors
In the internet world, the interweb.
Equalization's a thief, stealing our hard-earned pay.
Hopefully you're doing okay.
While they push their agendas.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good here in the old studio, overlooking the elm line streets of Old Strathcona, Nenshi's territory, as they say. That's what it looks like outside my window. Oh, a little washed out here, but better washed out than never. Yeah, starting to get a few buds on the trees there, I see. Getting to be above zero at nighttime, so it's looking pretty good. Thanks a lot, everyone, for tuning in. You're watching the Tommy Temper Show, and I'm Tommy Temper, coming to you live from Alberta, Canada. Yeah, where we're actually promoting Alberta independence. A lot of reasons why Alberta should be independent, and well, too many to list. Way too many to list. Let's go. Looking good. See if a few people pop into the chat here today. We have a late broadcast here. I'm just, doing a middle of the day thing here. Just kind of starting it up on a whim. Thanks a lot for turning on the subs only and slow mode. Thanks a lot, whoever did that in the chat. Nice to see everyone filing in, slowly but surely. Hello there to the RCMP, CSIS, other government agencies that are watching. Maybe somebody from the Alberta government, maybe somebody from, Mark Carney's Liberal government out there. Troy, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Troy. Appreciate that. Big ups to you. Yeah, Troy, you're getting famous there with Kenny. Kenny's doing some stuff for you. Hey, thanks a lot for subbing up, winning the week. Oh, winning the week in there. Hey, looking good. I saw you over in whatever the guy's channel was there that I was in there earlier today. That old guy's channel. Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, I subbed up to your channel there too, so we'll have to wait till you become live or come live, and we'll see what's going on with your channel. By the way, wait till more people file in here and we have a bigger audience there. In my chat, if you type in !link, then my bot will drop your link in the chat and people can sub up to your channel. So, we're just kind of waiting for more people to pop in here. I just decided to start a kind of a short stream here today. I don't know, it's kind of a nice day out there today. It's a little bit on the windy side, but I might just go out for an e-bike ride there, That would be kind of fun. It's actually, what is it? It was 16 degrees Celsius. I'm up here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and we go on that Celsius thermometer, and it's about 17 degrees Celsius here right now. So if it's above 15, it's nice enough to go for a bike ride. It's supposed to go up to plus 20. And we've got some sunshine out there right now, a little bit of cloud activity, and it's looking pretty good. Nice out there. I'm kind of looking forward to getting out of the house. I was kind of in here surfing the net and having a bit of fun there a little bit earlier. Just kind of surfing around, doing my thing. Yeah, you're famous. Kenny is making you famous by promoting you and that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, good for you. Hey, we got Elm in the house. Elm, good to see you. Nice to see you popping in here, coming in from Eastern Canada. Looking good. 8 degrees in Western Ontario. Ooh, yeah, that's a little bit cool over there. You guys need some of that hot air. Well, there's a lot of hot air coming in from Ottawa, so you guys should be warming up quite a bit there with all the politics going on there. Yeah, especially with, you guys have got some kind of airplanes or something like that Carney's going to make some money off of there, is the latest thing that's going on there. Yeah, that's going to be a fun thing. Mater in the house there. Hey, Mater, good to see you. Not a whole bunch of people chatting in the chat there yet, but we got a few people walking in here. Yeah, I've been kind of going over some of the different things on the internet, like as far as let's see, some stuff with Alberta independence. Now, for those of you that are just brand new here, like Alberta, if you never heard this story or whatever, I live in the province of Alberta. Albertans like me are pissed off at Ottawa for getting a raw deal from Ottawa. So there's a big push on Alberta independence that's happening here. So, of course, that being said, right now at this moment in time, I'm probably talking more about Alberta independence than most anything else. I usually talk about almost anything, including, politics, maybe Donald Trump in the States, maybe the Democrats, what's happening with the war, with the price of oil, stuff like that. Oh, speaking of which, price of oil update. The WTI crude is at $98 here at the moment, up about 3%. Brent crude is about $104. Up here in Canada, we sell a lot of oil to the United States, and it is at a really reduced level compared to the other ones. Western Canadian Select is at $83 right now. So, you can see that what the prices are right now. I don't know that war over in the Middle East is really going to be over for a while yet. There's still some infighting, and, Iran is not really willing to give up their stockpile of uranium, which is probably bombed and underneath a bunch of rubble and stuff, but still, it's probably in good shape there underneath the ground. I don't know, maybe the missile didn't actually hit it. Fry TV in the house. Hey, Fry TV, good to see you. Bud Files in there. Let's see. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Thanks a lot for popping in here. Bud Files says hello, everyone. Nice to see you in there. We have our new sub in there. I don't know that he hasn't really said anything yet. I saw that you subbed up to me there, but maybe that was a belated sub from earlier. Let's see. We're hitting 9,390 subs now. I don't have my subometer up on the stream here. But, we're getting lots of subs. Since the last time I was live, we got a bunch more subs. We seem to be getting a lot of subs as we speak. Let me see. Since, in the last 28 days, should I say, if I look at the numbers here, we're actually doing quite good. Let me see what our number is right now. If I go to my channel analytics, we're up about 141 subs here in the last month, in the last 28 days. So that's not too bad. We can't complain there. We're getting some Super chats coming in. Thanks a lot to everyone that super chatted the channel or that joined up as a membership on the channel here. Getting some good members and subs coming in here. So that is looking pretty good. Views, we're getting about 44,000 views. Just to show you the difference between Facebook and YouTube. Because I have about 14,000 followers over on Facebook, and over on Facebook, it's basically walking the walk over there because I got 2,227,000 views on Facebook. That's 2.2 million on Facebook. Whereas on YouTube here, I've only gotten about 44,000 views. So you can see the the impressions and the number of eyeballs and the number of people that are actually watching what you're doing and whatever is like way more over on Facebook than it is on YouTube here. So don't discount getting on to Facebook and making a presence over there. We're making a bit of coin over there on Facebook as well with all of the posts that we're doing there and so whatever. And that's just it. I do little, like a little post or a little 20-second video or something like that over on Facebook, and it gets a lot of views. I don't know. There's some posts I do get 100,000 views. So that's why we're able to get 2.2 million views over on Facebook. But we're having lots of fun over on YouTube. I like YouTube. I like YouTube a lot. I like the chat in YouTube. The people that chat in here. Winning the week. Hey, good to see you. Winning, saying, hey, my man. Yeah, winning the week is a brand new sub. I just met you over on the guy's chat. I even forget the name of his channel because that's actually the first time that I said anything over in his channel. I know I've seen him live before and I've been subbed to him for a while. But winning the week is just brand new in here. So winning the week. Like I said, if anybody in my chat there that wants to promote their channel, just type in !link, and then my bot will drop a link to your chat. He's Old Me Living Well. Yeah, that's what the name of the channel is. Old Me Living Well. That's Mike over there. Nice dude. Yeah, that's where I met Scott. Scott winning the week in there. Yeah, good to see you there, Scott. Yeah, well, you said hi to me over there. Like hi Tommy or whatever. And then I went over to your channel and I subbed up to you there, Scott. So nice to see you in here. And we're just chilling. Just a kind of a chill stream here today. Just talking to the chat a little bit there, see how everybody is doing. And who else is in there? Howard is popping in here. Hey, Howard, good to see you. Nice to see you popping in there and saying hi to us here today. Again, I'm struggling a little bit with my latest software in here. Let me see here. If I was to do this, then I can show you my latest software, which gives a little bit of the chat up on my stream here. I'm using the software called EV EV, like Echo Victor Mike Uniform X-Ray. EV is the name of the software. evmux.com. Go there and you can check it out. It's sort of a StreamYard, cheaper version of StreamYard. And it is actually pretty good. I kind of like it. I've used StreamYard for many years now, and because of the high price of StreamYard, I stopped using it, and I'm now on the highest tier of this, and we're actually streaming right now to Kick, Facebook, to Tommy Temper Show on YouTube, PressPad on YouTube, Local Celebrities on YouTube. We're streaming to Twitch and to X at the present time. Let's see, what did I miss there? No, I think that's about it. So we've got a few people watching on each of those platforms there, and of course it'll build up as we go here. But thanks a lot. Panelverse in there. Hey, good to see you there, Panelverse. Yeah, once in a while we do panels here, and this EVMux software, allows us to bring guests onto the channel and to say hi to them. Point out whatever. We can talk about anything, whatever. Do a panel show or whatever. Panelverse in the chat though. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, we were on Raging Tomato there a couple of weeks ago, and good to see some of the other people. Yeah, actually, there's a bit of infighting between some of the people that do panels there, Panelverse. I noticed that where they don't like talking to each other, whatever. But yeah, whatever. That's the way it goes. I'm trying to get on more panel shows out there, stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, well, the Alberta independence movement, they're winning the week. The way that it's happening here is it would be as if, let's say, Florida wanted to separate from the United States, right? And you wanted to become your own country. Well, that's what's happening up here. Alberta wants to separate. At least a lot of the people like me in Alberta are sick and tired of the federal liberal government. You know what those liberals are like. Well, you guys are a little bit more, Republican down in Florida, so you know what I mean. But we're probably the only conservative, we call the Republicans conservatives up here in Canada. We're about the only conservative province in all of Canada, and pretty much the rest of Canada is mostly liberal. And we're sick and tired of that woke culture and, that woke stuff that they're bringing upon us, So what we want to do is we want to become independent, separate from Canada and become our own country. Hey, we got Spin City News. Spin City is also down there in Florida. So, yeah, Spin City says, I'm tired of the liberal government BS here as well. Yeah, meet Winning the Week. Spin City News, both you guys are down there in Florida. So good to meet both of you there. Maybe sub up to each other's channel if you can there. Yeah, everyone, you don't know Winning the Week, take a moment to sub up to him. And you can actually scrape his name there and do a search for him there. He's really easy to find there in the YouTube search engine. But anyways, that's what it's about. You guys have tons of natural resources too, right, to support yourselves. Oh yeah, we have tons and tons of oil. We the oil mecca up here in Canada. No, there's no. In fact, that's part of the problem here is that what we're doing is we're actually taking our resources, we're harvesting our resources, making money from them. But a lot of the money, literally billions of dollars that Alberta is generating from our resources, we're just plain sending it to Ottawa, and then Ottawa is distributing it via what they call equalization payments to places like Quebec, Atlantic Canada, Ontario, and it's getting to be a broken record already, but it's like our hard-earned money from the province of Alberta. And any province can actually, get their own natural resources, harvest them, develop them, whatever, and generate their own income. But instead of doing that, there's lots of places like Quebec that go, no, we will leave our gas and oil in the ground and not, or minerals and stuff like that, not generate any income from them, but will take money from other provinces like Alberta. So that's basically what's happening here is that we're giving an awful lot of money to Quebec in particular, right? I could bring up a meme or something here and show you a little bit more about what's going on here. Let me hang on here. Set up my. I didn't actually do this, but I usually set up my OBS here a little bit better. That let's see, will end up. Oh, where's this one going to be here? Yeah, okay, that looks pretty good. Let's go over here. Okay, let me go over to some of my things that I've harvested here that I can show you a little bit of. Oh, somebody put this up here. Nuni Sasyu that made this little meme here. I don't know. I'll just play this first. People say that, and this is, of course, AI, whatever, but, and then, of course, people are going to say, oh, you play that, and you're going to be, whatever, anti this or pro that or whatever. I don't know. Let's see.
Enough. We're done with these fork-tongued devils in Ottawa.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of the natives, because we have a lot of natives, live on bands and stuff like that. But that's what a lot of them are saying in Alberta here. I didn't make that; that was artificial intelligence, and I hate to put AI stuff on my show here or whatever. But yeah, anyways, it's a thing of beauty. And when we become independent, we might call ourselves the Republic of Alberta, support independence for a future that's strong and free. So, there's a lot of memes like that are popping up all over the internet. Oh, this is actually, this is a pretty good one here, because this depicts Canada, and there's us, little old Alberta there. It's like the Goliath thing, Canada's Goliath, charging hard with spear and shield, but we're little David down below there, and we're gonna fight off Goliath there. So that's what the whole thing is about here right now, and it's a real thing. We're gonna have a vote on the 19th of October. For the independence. So, stand by, look forward, watch for that to be happening. It's definitely a thing that is actually happening. Here's a meme here where they're showing Forever Canada on the left there, calling us greedy, traitors, racist, and everything, every other name under the sun. Meanwhile, we're like, no, all we want is freedom, prosperity, and family love, and you're welcome. Everyone is welcome to come to Alberta. No problem at all. Yeah, but the other thing is that we're a little bit pissed off with what's happening with Ottawa, because they're taking a lot of our money. They're really not giving us a lot in return. Alberta wants more pipelines to the coast, and Ottawa is saying no. But on the other hand, Trump has said that he wants to actually open up a pipeline down to the United States. That's the very latest thing. If you notice, Trump signed an order. There was the Keystone Pipeline that got kiboshed by Biden. The moment that Biden got in, the very same day that Biden got in, he quashed the Keystone Pipeline. It was a big pipeline down to the States that would have provided more oil down to the United States, and Biden put a stomp on it. Remember when Biden came in, it was like, no, everyone needs an electric car, and we want to shut down all gas vehicles. We want to mandate everyone driving an electric car by whatever 2030 or something ridiculous like that. And it was all, just let it all happen. Like, don't mandate anything, just let it happen. But the reason for the mandates was like, everyone was like, climate crisis, we're all going to die. It's like the ocean is going to rise, and, the temperatures are going up, and carbon is not good for the atmosphere and whatever, And now it's sort of like, who's talking about that? Everyone is talking about what the hell happened to the oil. The oil's running out. We're all paying through the nose for, fuel at the gas pumps. Even right here in Edmonton, it's like, do the math on it. I gassed up, and it was $1.85 per liter. $1.85, and we have 5 refineries within a short drive of where I live. 5 refineries right here in Alberta, and we're paying $1.85. Why? It's because our oil is priced at the WTI price, and the WTI price is influenced by whatever ships are not flowing through the Hormuz, even though WTI price of oil is like the center of the United States. That's where that oil is. It's not like Brent oil, where it's oil, that's pumped and whatever and derived over in the UK or any of those countries over there in Europe. Yeah, the European oil price, I think, is the Brent oil price. But even so, that because there's some oil that comes from the and through the Strait of Hormuz, that oil, excuse me for hiccuping here, that oil influences the price of WTI oil, and like I said, looking at the price chart here, right now it's $98, and hang on, a little while ago here on the 20th, it was down to like $82. It was as low as $82, but It was also up as high as $106, and we're just going in the past week here. So yeah, from the past week, low of 82, high of about $105 a barrel. Then dropped down a little bit to 94. Now it's up to 98. So it's kind of bouncing up and down a little bit there. It's like whenever Trump says, "Yeah, the deal's made," well, the price drops, and then the next moment, Iran fires a bunch of missiles or sends some little cigar boats out there out onto the onto the strait to drop some sea mines or whatever. Try and shoot something, then all of a sudden the price escalates back up again. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. Scumdog, good to see you. We got Todd in there. Good to see you. Hey, good to see you there, Todd. Good supporter of Alberta independence. Tommy's sipping beer again. Yeah, got the hiccups. Yeah, I should be sipping something here. I'm just looking around. Oh, I actually forgot my drink over at the sink there, but luckily I've got some Kirkland Costco drink here, some little box drinks here for, maybe I'll open it up here. Oh, gotta break the plastic container here. What have I got here? I've got some Kirkland orange juice. Yeah, mango dash orange. So I'll try this stuff here. This way I'll feel a little bit better. I'm not drinking beer here. It's a little bit too early in the day. I might go out for a bike ride. In fact, I think I will go out for a bike ride at some point here. Let's see. Let me have a sip. That's good. I'm liking it. It's tasting humongous. Beautiful. Let's see. Somebody's at my door.
FBI, open up!
Oh, no. I'm in trouble now. Yeah, okay. Sun Honey Studio in there. Got to go to work. Oh, okay. Catch you later. We got Winning the Week, our new subscriber of the day in the chat. Good to see you. Winning the Week. Make sure everyone subs up to Winning the Week. Go to well, I don't think he dropped his link in the chat, but you can easily find him. Just do a search for Winning the Week and hit him up on the channel there if you can. Maybe somebody in the chat can go and find him and drop his link. That'd be nice. He subbed to me as well. Yeah, Spin, or somebody that can harvest his link there. Maybe drop it in the chat there. That would be nice. He was nice. He said hi to me and we chatted just for a couple of go rounds there over in another guy's chat there earlier today. And yeah, seems like he's got a channel that is he's trying to get his channel going and get more subs. And the only thing I can say to anybody that has a small channel out there, the number one thing that you should be concerned with your channel is not views, it's not likes, it's not anything, it's subs. The number one thing that you can do to make your channel better is to get subs. So work on the subs, because if you have subs, you'll get views. They'll come. You may not have the views right now, but with the subs come the views, So you need to get subs to your channel. And a lot of times, it's not so much just by streaming that gets you the subs, but it's by going to other places, other people that stream, and rubbing shoulders with them, saying hi to them, like going on panels and things like that get your word and your name out there, and then people will sub up to your channel. So if you've got a small channel and you're looking to get a bigger channel, work on the subs. That's the number one thing that I can recommend to you, because subs are the holy grail of YouTube for sure. Dwayne Beaver, hey, what's happening there? Dwayne Beaver in the chat. Good to see you there, Dwayne. Let's pull up a few more memes that I've come across here. Oh yeah, here's Canada. This is Canada here for you. Welcome to Canada. Get this. The Pakistani national, okay, convicted offender. He's a convicted offender. He was released. Now, what his original offense was, I have no idea. But he was an offender. He's a Pakistani national. He was released, and pending his sentence, he skipped out. Later, he was caught smuggling 89 firearms into Canada. Can you believe that? Why the F was he out? Why was he even here? He should have been deported the very first time that he did something wrong. We need to fix the system so that if you come as an immigrant into Canada or into any country, and then you do wrong, if you're, become a criminal, then you should get booted right out of the country. That's what should happen here. Because look he was convicted, he was released, and then he was caught again. What was he caught doing? Bringing in a whole bunch of guns. 89 firearms from the United States into Canada. Come on, you guys in the States, quit supplying Canada with guns. And of course, none of these guns could be probably properly registered in Canada because we have such a big ban list of, weapons in Canada here that, yeah. And you know what? What kind of a criminal actually registers their guns? Like never in a million years. But there you go. There's the face of the criminal in Canada. And it seems like more and more of these high-profile crimes that you see, like fentanyl distribution, manufacturing of fentanyl, home invasions, and all kind of stuff like that. And when they do catch the guys that do that, why do they always look like this guy? You know what I mean? It's always like somebody that's a newcomer that's going and doing all these crimes lately. It's getting pretty bad here, really bad. That's the only reason that I posted that up there is because the problem is the Liberals are bringing so many people in, and they're not vetting the people that are coming in here, and they're doing a lot of crimes, and the whole society is, I might be killed tomorrow. You never know it because of some guy out on the street that's, just a newcomer just showing up here. It's getting so that I can't hardly even walk around the neighborhood here without, stuff going on here. It's like absolutely crazy. Hey, and us here in Alberta, what do we need here for independence? Well, we need what's known as a majority. And what do we need for a majority? Like, what is an actual majority? Well, it turns out that it's 51%. Sounds about normal, doesn't it? Here, let's listen to this bit here.
Yesterday, the Prime Minister and his Justice Minister confirmed that they will subject any potential referendum to the anti-democratic Referendum Clarity Act. They want to choose the question. They want to set the threshold for a majority. Let's remind them that democracy means 50% of the votes plus one. That's the rule wherever democracy exists. We also need to remind them that the difference between a democracy and a banana republic is precisely when a government interferes with the democratic choice of its citizens. Will the government respect democracy?
Let's hope so.
Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Justice. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We are a government that is always going to protect the Constitution and the Charter, and we will always defend both of those. We will not say further at this time. We will await...
Let's hope so. Otherwise, we're just a banana republic, right?
To see what is happening in Alberta, but the Prime Minister has been very clear. The rules are clear. There needs to be a majority, 50% plus one. There are laws around this. They need to be respected. The Honourable Member for Jonquière.
There you go. Okay. So that's what we need when it comes time to vote in the October the 19th, when the vote actually happens. Well, I'm saying when it happens, but at this point in time, it's if it happens, because they haven't even counted the votes yet. You've got the natives that have put up that blockade. They've gone to the court system, and you've got a Liberal judge that is sitting on the answer, right? They don't. I don't know whether or not they're actually going to count the 300,000 people that signed the plebiscite. I don't know whether or not they're going to actually count that stuff there. I don't know. It's in it's unknown quantity as to what's going to happen. Hey, what about nearly half of the First Nations voters in Alberta back independence? This is an interesting story here. This is by our good friend at Rebel News. Let's listen to this story here, because people are saying, or the chiefs are going, no, we don't want Alberta independence. But a large group of natives in Alberta actually want independence. Let's listen to this story.
There it is. The narrative blew apart. For months, we've been told Alberta independence is fringe, that Indigenous people oppose it, full stop. That claim is doing a lot of work right now, especially in court. But then this lands. Nearly half of Indigenous voters polled support independence. Someone tell the activist chiefs, please. According to exclusive polling commissioned by Act for Alberta, and full disclosure, I'm listed as...
And by the way, Sheila Gunn Reid, who you see right here, I spoke to her on last Monday, a week ago, at the event where the signatures were there. In fact, I know her. I've talked to her many times, under many occasions. She knows exactly who I am. I know who she is. She should invite me on her show sometime, actually. But Sheila Gunn Reid, great reporter for The Rebel.
The contact for that third-party advertiser, 46% of First Nations respondents say they would vote to leave Canada. Nearly half. Higher than the support in the general Alberta population at about 1 in 3. That alone should force a big rethink here. Now layer this on top. We've got 301,000 signatures collected by 7,000 volunteers to trigger a referendum on October 19th. Those signatures were collected in a long, bitterly cold Alberta winter. And what happens next? Well, they don't get verified, not counted, not certified, stopped, wrapped in evidence tape like some crime scene because a judge has issued a stay blocking the validation process, while a legal challenge from some certain First Nations groups plays out. So line this up for me if you can. Nearly half of First Nations respondents to our poll, albeit a small sample size, are open to independence. But activist chiefs claiming to speak for all Indigenous Albertans want to protect the failing federalist status quo, not just for their people, but I guess for all of us. Hundreds of thousands of Albertans signed a petition to at least ask the question.
300,000.
And the activist chiefs involved in the lawsuit are asking the court to freeze the process before it reaches a result. That's the moment we're in right now in Alberta. A political question with massive public engagement halted before it could be measured. There's a huge gap here between what's being argued in court by gatekeepers and what people are actually saying when you ask them directly. And that's not a small gap. Indigenous communities are not one voice. Albertans are not one voice. That's the whole point of a vote. Everyone gets their say on referendum day.
Hey, Mideast.
So here's the question I think that doesn't really go away. If the answer's so
and
obvious,
Herman,
why not just let the process finish? Why not count the signatures, drop the lawsuit, and let the people speak? Because once this whole thing becomes one person, one vote, the outcome is not controlled anymore by anyone. And the narrative that we're divided is shattered for good. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. Alberta's not the first province to try.
So, good report there by Sheila, pointing out that there are a lot of natives that actually support Alberta independence. So, don't think that there's not any support out there, because there actually is. Yeah, we got Herman Tosser coming in from the UK. Good to see you in the chat. Let's see, we got Dwayne in there saying hi. Todd is in there. Mideast, hey, good to see you. How's the weather? Weather is actually quite nice where I'm at here. Kind of a little washed out vid here at the moment. Let me see here. But it's a fairly sort of sunny, overcast, whatever. It's about high is going to be 20 degrees Celsius here. So it's looking pretty good here for Canada, for May in Canada. We've got our temperatures above zero at nighttime, above freezing. So that's a good thing. Those that are inclined to plant something in the garden are probably okay to do it now. Although there might be a frost still, but if you're planting seeds underground or whatever, it's probably safe to do that. And things are actually going pretty good. Pretty good. Alberta independence isn't about rejecting Canada. It's about preserving what Canada used to be. So that's kind of what this little meme is about here. I'm really pro Alberta independence. Like, this is actually pretty good. But, you've got a lot of people that are against Alberta independence. It's like a growing kind of a movement, where they're out there getting on streets and stuff like that, and, doing stuff, it's kind of weird the way it's happening. But we're seeing lots of good memes on social media. At least I'm being served up this kind of stuff. When I open up my X, like, I see a ton of stuff on Alberta independence, like this right here. Of course, I'm posting stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. I see. Yeah, I'm just being shown that somebody else is live there right now. Thank you all, Alberta Independence canvassers, for all the people that 7,000 of you that got those 300,000 people to sign up. So thank you to all of you canvassers out there. Do appreciate that. Oh, and we've got this guy here, Nahi Nenshi, which I hate promoting the NDP, and the NDP is in my mind, kind of a bad actor. They're always like, whatever I'm interested in, they're like the lefties, right? The NDP are basically the group of the lefties, the extreme leftists. They're the LGBTQ community is pretty much rallying around them. They're like the Democrats in the States, but way further left than the Democrats, right? You know how left the Democrats are. Yeah, well, the NDP are like that here. And of course, Nenshi is going to be anti Alberta independence. And in fact, he's spouting off with this little bit here, is that there's a whole bunch of foreign interference that is, part and parcel of the independence group. And he's saying, here we have Alberta's NDP leaders spreading the foreign interference propaganda. It must be insulting to the many Albertans who want a referendum to hear people saying foreign interference is in any way manipulating their decisions for them, not being listened to for a decade. It's like, oh, who's giving you money, Tommy Temper? Is it the Russians? Is it the Chinese? Is it the Americans? Oh, foreign interference. Well, yeah, there might be an odd website or two or three or whatever out there coming in from the Netherlands or who knows where, either promoting independence or anti-independence, one or the other. For sure there's going to be crap like that. You know that there is with any kind of an election or anything. CJ, thanks a lot. Woo! Appreciate that. CJ becoming a member for 24 months of the Tommy Temper Tantrum, joining up to the channel here. CJ, thank you very much for that. This stream is sponsored by CJ. Thank you very much, CJ. Let's listen to this bit by the NDP. Like I say, I don't like to promote people that I don't like in particular, but he's going like off the limb, unhinged, where he's so worried about this kind of stuff, and it's a bunch of foreigners that are influencing whether or not we're going to. You know what? Whether there's an American or a guy in China that wants Alberta to be independent, it doesn't matter to me. I'm an Albertan. 300,000 people signed the plebiscite, and we all want to become independent, okay? Sure, there might be some foreign entities that are pushing the propaganda. Hey, so be it.
All of us are hurt by foreign interference. A new report released yesterday shows real concerns by Albertans are being exploited by foreign actors. The report highlights danger from the United States, from Russia, and from what they call AI slopaganda.
Oh.
The separatist leaders have claimed that they met with very senior White House officials asking them for $500 billion to help an independent Alberta. Folks, this doesn't come from nowhere. What has led us to being so vulnerable is precisely the actions of this province. A weak government leads to a weaker Alberta. And as much for all their bluster and their yelling and their screaming and saying we're standing up for Alberta, they are terribly, terribly weak. They're weak, they are naive, and they are gullible. If the foreign actors succeed, we lose our country. All of us are hurt by foreign interference.
Exactly. Okay, we don't want to hear that again. We don't want to hear about the
Warning, warning, warning.
Warning, warning. Interference coming our way. Herman the Tosser coming in there with an interesting bit there. Yeah, you guys, Herman, are, Tommy Temper Show. There is hope in my area in the UK. Great Yarmouth Borough. Restore Britain ran for the 10 seats in the area under Great Yarmouth first. They won all seats. You guys are sick and tired of that mass immigration over there. And you know what? We have exactly the same thing over here in Canada, and also the same thing in Australia. It's like the politicians were brainwashed by the globalists to, bring as many people as you can into the country, and like it's mass immigration, and it's not good for the country. Now, and of course people go, oh, well, Tommy Temper, you're just a racist if you don't like immigrants, and if you don't like, it doesn't matter where they're from, but they're definitely bringing in immigrants from a particular country. That being East India is the number one country where most of the immigrants have come into Canada. And it has absolutely, in my mind, devastated the fabric of the country here. It's unbelievable how it is like completely changed. It's like I may as well move over and live in India here. It'd be almost the same thing. Like that's what it's like living in Canada now. And also you have people coming in from other countries, a lot of Muslim people, and you name it. But no people. Hey, Canada hasn't been bringing in a bunch of people from Ireland or Scotland or England or Sweden or Norway or any of the European countries. It's all Africans or Arab people or East Indians or people from those kind of countries that they don't really assimilate when they come here. You know what I mean by assimilate? They don't really become Canadians when they come here. It's like they become a hyphenated Canadian, like Indo-Canadian, you know what I mean? And they bring their Khalistanian flag and start protesting about Khalistan, and stuff like that. Or you've got the Palestinian people that come here and then protest about Palestine, and they burn our Canadian flag and shout out stuff like death to Canadians, and they do all kind of crazy stuff like that. So it's not really the kind of people that you feel comfortable living with, and you can't talk about it. Pretty soon there's going to be hate laws in here where I'll get thrown in jail just by talking about it. Just like you guys in the UK, you guys can't talk about it, and that's why you've got the Britain First movement over there, right? Isn't that what they call it there? Restore Britain. Restore Britain. That's the party, which it is just going gangbusters there. It's like you guys elected Donald Trump over there. It's like so left, and then of course the left, or sorry, not left, so right wing. It's so right wing that people are going to call you extremist, and stuff like that. You right wing extremists, you're taking over, you don't like colored people or something like that. No, it's just. It's enough already. It's too much already, and people are getting sick and tired of what the federal governments are doing, and just like tone down on it. Quit it with the mass immigration, or if you're going to immigrate some people, first of all, provide some jobs. Make sure there's enough jobs. Make sure there's enough food. Right now, people are going to food lineups like for free food because you can't even afford food, right? Make sure there's enough housing for people. Make sure there's enough health care for people that you don't have to stay in lineups for 8 to 12 hours to get to see a doctor at an emergency. There's all kind of things that you should be looking at, and make sure that you've got enough schools for all the children in that, right? Where you're not, putting 40 kids in a classroom or whatever. You have to be able to build the infrastructure before you bring the people in. And that's not what's happening. They're bringing in the people, and it's overloading all of the resources that we have here. And everyone is pissed off about that. Honk the Tube, hey, good to see you. We got Jen in there. Good to see you as well, Jen the Hen. We got Hot Mess Summer. Hey, good to see you. Lots of good friends popping into the chat. Good to see you here this afternoon. You're watching the Tommy Temper Show as we're ragging out on what's happening out there in the real world. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and the other thing is that, look at this. Who built Alberta before Alberta became a province? And apparently, oh, no, it was the East Indians, you know. I think it was Danielle Smith said that it was the East Indians that built Alberta before Alberta became a province, which I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. I know that there were East Indian people that came to Canada in the early days. That's a known fact. But were they the people that built Alberta before it became a province? I don't think so. I really don't think so. You know, you're going back to the days of the original people that were settlers in Canada and Alberta. But I don't think that it was all East Indian people, put it that way. There might have been a few of them back there. In fact, I know for a fact that there were a few of them back there. How about this one here? This is, with the gas prices going up so much that people are trying to scam gas all over the place, eh? And this is an interesting one. Check this out. Let me stop this here right at the right spot here, if I can. Hang on. You see what they're doing is that let me rewind this and then put it right to where you can see it. Okay, what they're doing is they'll put that little screw. You see that little screw right there? Let me get into there and show you a little bit bigger. Right there. You see how there's a little screw right there, okay? So what they do is they put that little screw in there so that when you go and hang up, let's say you've just fueled up your vehicle, right? You just fueled up, and then you go to hang up that nozzle. What it does is it prevents the nozzle from triggering the pump to stop. So it appears like you stop pumping, okay, but it still allows somebody else to take that nozzle out and then to fill up their vehicle with it. So, if you are waiting for a receipt, okay, I don't think it will print a receipt. So you're not going to get a receipt. So if you're a person that is always asking for a receipt at the pump, it won't print a receipt because it hasn't finished pumping. But that little screw in there, okay, means that when you go to hang up the pump, it doesn't trigger the stop mechanism and then the print receipt from happening. But it makes it so that the pump is still available for the next guy to fill up his vehicle. And that's what they do, is they put that in there, and then you hang it up, and then the next guy that comes, he keeps pumping under your dollar, okay? So look out for that screw in the pump thing. That's the very latest scam going on here. Let's see if there's any verbiage with this here. Look there's one on there too. Ooh. So they jury rig the pumps, and then they kind of wait for you to finish pumping, and then they pull up their vehicle and then get in there and do it.
That one doesn't have it. Those first two.
Oh, wow. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. That's so watch out for that. That's the very latest pump scam out there to be showing up at a gas pump near you. So you'll be paying for $1.85 for somebody else's gas. he'll be showing up with a bunch of jerry cans and stuff like that right behind you. Look out for that late at night or whatever, when there's not big lineups at the pump, and somebody can actually get in behind you after you've filled up. But for that reason, you should always be looking for a receipt, right? That would prevent that from happening. So remember to always get a receipt when you pump, because that won't print a receipt, because it hasn't stopped you from your buying of fuel. You especially there, Super Salty, because you know how expensive that gas, that diesel gas is there these days. And I saw diesel gas was like what the hell was it? $2.15 or something like that liter up here in Canada. Man, it was expensive. Right here where we have 5 refineries up here in Alberta where there's tons of oil. And you know what? I've heard that there's going to be another increase this week in gas prices. Like another big increase coming up here. Like, hey, it's my friendly friend Robbie the Raven who's showing up there behind me here. Good to see you there, Robbie. Robbie is such a good friend of mine there. Let's see if we can see him there. Robbie the Raven. What are you doing? What are you doing there, Robbie? Robbie is such a good friend of mine here. He's a friend of the channel, and he's always hanging around here, getting into trouble and stuff like that. Let me just darken it there a little bit. Make my background scene look half decent. There we go. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, he's a good friend of ours there. Yeah. Anyways, watch out for that scam going out there. There's lots of scams in this world, that's for sure. Here's a little graph that you can see what the equalization payments. And remember, most of the equalization payments have come from the province of Alberta, and this is how it gets distributed across Canada. So you can see out of those payments that have gone out of Alberta, we've gotten about 3 billion back. BC's gotten about 5 billion, 15 billion to Saskatchewan, 140 billion to Manitoba, about 25 billion to Ontario. I don't know. You also see 500 billion to Quebec. You see how unfair that is, where all of the money, almost all of the money from Alberta flows back over into Quebec. Why is that? Well, guess what province said that they were going to, become independent from Canada? Quebec. Quebec threatened independence, separation, twice already. They had votes on it. And so guess who gets a whole bunch of money from money that gets siphoned off of Alberta? It gets funneled right into Quebec. Why do you think all of us in Alberta are pissed off? Right? And look at over into the provinces there. You get Newfoundland, 50 billion, and the other provinces out on the east there, 135 billion, 60 billion. They get a ton of money from us here in Alberta, and we're sick and tired of funneling that money over to them. Meanwhile, we operate at a deficit right here in the province of Alberta. So we're pissed off about that, and that's one of the reasons that we want to leave Canada. So sad, so bad. So, yeah, if you're, over there in Ontario and you're going, no, please don't leave, we need your money, or in Quebec, please don't leave, we need all your money. Well, too bad, so sad. You guys, we've been complaining about this for a long time, and basically enough is enough. Let's hear from this guy here. This is Yukon Strong, and he's got something to say about this whole situation here. Let's listen to this bit from our good friend Yukon Strong.
If you're a Canadian who supports Alberta independence, I don't care which province you're in, I don't care where you originally came from, I don't care if you're a hardcore separatist or maybe soft-spoken, maybe you're just someone who's been tempted by the idea and you haven't really decided yet. Listen to me carefully. Don't you let anyone out there shame you for what you're thinking. Okay? Don't let Karens tone police you on what you're allowed to say or not. Don't you dare let our establishment media or our legacy politicians try to stoke division or make you feel ashamed for something you've said or done here. Because if you support independence, you're supporting the actual solution to the real problem in this country, which is that we need a new constitution, a fair constitution, a real constitution that brings our government under heel, that puts it in its place once and for all, which is back under our control. That's what's gone wrong in Canada. It's not Mark Carney. It's not a political party. The problem is our government is controlling us and we're not controlling them, yet we pay for it all. And if you're someone who thinks that Canada is just going to go along as it has been and magically heal itself, well, wake up. The government is supporting censorship, warrantless search, gun confiscation, land confiscation. Like, Wake up, people. The red flags are here. Evil has arrived. And you're going to have to do something about it. You're going to have to stop looking to someone else like Pierre Poilievre or Danielle Smith to fix it for you. You're going to have to start taking steps, just like the independence canvassers did. They got out there. They froze their ass. They took action to do something about the problem. And this is why we're seeing these attacks and the divisions start to be stoked, okay? The folks on the other side of this, they are petrified. Because right now, they have all the control, they have all the power, they have all the money, and they're able to socially engineer our elections using demographics. And Alberta independence, just like that. It's like a rubber band. It undoes it all. And it has the potential to spread to other provinces. And not only to spread to other provinces, but spread to other countries. And that's why you're seeing these articles appear like overseas about the Centurion Project and stuff. You're not just fighting a corrupt establishment, media, and political regime in Canada. You're fighting global concerted efforts to exploit the laws of Commonwealth nations, rape our resources, and turn each and every one of us into a tax-paying slave with absolutely no power over our future. So wake up. And most importantly, don't forget who the enemy is. Don't you turn on your fellow independent seeker. Don't you start trying to say, oh, distance yourself, or other people within the movement. We stand tall, we stand together, we stay united no matter what, and I will have the back of any separatist out there, no matter what you do, no matter what you say. Let's fucking go.
Right on. There you go. He's got my back, basically. So, yeah. Separatist. We are a separatist, a traitor, a no good Nick, whatever. Yeah, they're calling us every name in the book now. So we're used to it already, you know. Hey, when you've been called a racist, misogynist, you know, homophobe, xenophobe, hell, you know, every name in the book, it doesn't matter. You can call me whatever else you want. It's pretty much, you know, ping, like ping, water off a duck's back kind of a thing, you know. Here's the meme about the First Nations people. This is the native people in Alberta. And you can see here, 46% of the native people back independence, 13% are undecided, and 41% want to remain in Canada. Okay, so 46% back independence. Okay, of the 13%, you know, the undecided people probably don't vote. They're not going to vote. And those people, you know, that are going to vote, well, you're going to have 46 to 41. So you're going to have more people voting for independence. So that's what this one is actually saying here. And that's the Sheila Gunn Reid rebel thing there was talking about this here. Polling source, Act for Alberta, reported by Rebel News is where this came from. So yeah, they're on our side. It's the Chiefs that maybe don't like it because maybe they feel that some of their money is going to be lifted from them. I don't know. Maybe that's why the Chiefs don't like that. 301,000 people signed the petition. And there seems to be a bit of this sort of thing going on here. Corey Morgan is kind of coming out against... you know, he's calling some people bad actors, and you know, there seems to be some controversy between some of the people at the top that have been promoting Alberta independence, and it seems like Corey Morgan is taking a little too much time in you know, trying to point out who these people are, or trying to call people bad actors, and you know, stuff like that. I think that you know, people need to kind of take a break and not be calling out other people, because you know, I learned a long time ago, and I said this to Corey in his comments there, that when you call out other people, it makes you look bad. Okay. And whether you like somebody else or not, you know, you may not like what everybody has to say. And, you know, that's one of the reasons that I personally don't like to get embedded or involved with any particular person, any particular group, any particular entity, and you'll probably see that there. Actually, I've kind of taken upon myself to become sort of Tommy Temper. I'm by myself. Like, when do you see me bringing people onto my stream here as guests or things like that, and promoting people? You know what I mean? Like I could have very well promoted the Centurion Project, which now is in trouble for using a voter list supplied by the Republican Party, and is all over the media. And then everyone would say, "Oh, well, Tommy Temper, you're part of the Centurion Project." No, I'm not part of the Centurion Project. I'm not part of any project or embedded with any person or entity or anything like that, and for good reason. Because, shit happens, right? Things go sideways. People become smeared or whatever. Mainstream media will smear different things and whatever, and all of a sudden you're bad because something else is bad, So for that reason, I like to be more independent of everybody else, and I like to promote the movement. The entire movement of independence is what I'm promoting, and not so much any particular person, right? And I don't like to, put anyone down or downplay anybody. And people are very vocal. Some people are talking about, calling people communists or stuff like that. Or some people are really bashing the Forever people, Forever Canada people. And, I was actually accosted by the Forever Canada group there when they were collecting signatures. That's the group that wants Alberta to remain in Canada. And, some guy bashed his coffee mug on my camera. I actually have it on video. It's on my channel. If you want to go and look and find it, you'll see it. But people are going to do stupid stuff like that, And when you talk about them, you just kind of give them prominence, it's like free advertising for them. So we're better off not to be fighting, no infighting, no bickering between people that are like pro-independence. I don't like to see anybody being bashed or cut down or whatever. It doesn't do the independence group any good whatsoever to have people infighting, within the group. I would rather that everyone gets together, stays together, and basically doesn't cause any. We don't cause trouble between each other, And that's what I'm starting to see, is a bit of infighting happening between some of the major key people that are right at the top, and I don't like what I see. And Corey Morgan, for one, right here, is purposely trying to out somebody else by some of the stuff that he's putting on social media. And I wish that, Corey, that you would just stop doing that and just let it be, whatever. Let it lay. Don't worry about it. Let's all just move along and to promote independence without having to try and take out other people. That's all. Hey, what do we got there? Oh, yeah. Oh, looks like we've got somebody new in here. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for that. Yeah, big ups. Okay, hang on here. Let's keep going here. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was there. That was some kind of a something on the chat here popped in here. We got Quack in there. Quack 13 coming in from Edmonton. Good to see you there, Quack. I see you in there. I finally mad what on the computer. Yeah, okay, sounds good. We got Precious in there. Hey, bro, I enjoyed your stream. I had some suggestions. Oh, let's listen to this here. I wanted to share with you, but I don't want to spam your chat. Let's chat on Discord. Done 110. Coming in on Kick. Coming in on Kick. Okay, nice to see you there with that comment. I don't know what you're talking about there. Yeah, I don't get on Discord all that much. But if you wanted to text me, go over and find me on X. If you're on X at all, go over on X and look up Tommy Temper Show. Tommy Temper Show on X. You can find me on there fairly easily. And then just text me over on X there, and we can converse on on X, that would work out real well. No problemo. But nice seeing you in there. I saw this kind of an interesting meme on X there as well. The Republic of Alberta, the most free and prosperous nation on earth. We absolutely would be the most free and prosperous nation on earth if we did become independent. And there you can see the nighttime view with right in the middle is right where I am there. Let's see if my mouse will highlight it here. Let's see, I might have to click on there somewhere. And if I click right there is where I'm located, right there in Edmonton. And then you have Red Deer here, so sometimes over at Sylvan Lake, right over there. And here you can see Calgary down at the bottom there. But that's kind of a neat map there. And that's, yeah, kind of a cool looking thing there. The Republic of Alberta. I'm feeling good about it already. I can hardly wait till October to come along and we can have that vote. But we need to get more people involved and more people to vote yes when it comes time for this whole thing to happen. And I know that there's a lot of people in Alberta that watch my show and watch maybe not right here, right now as we speak, but they definitely watch the show later on because a lot of people watch when it's not live. And yeah, here's somebody, Outlaw Chef. I've been waiting to replace my other worn out flag. This one is better quality and two-sided. Yeah, so he's got the flag that says Republic of Alberta on it. So people are starting to fly that now instead of the just the Alberta flag. So that's nice to see that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and there was a thing that happened that there was, I think this happened actually in Calgary, and there was a big crowd of people supporting Alberta independence. And just so you can see what the crowd looked like in the auditorium, and it was huge. It was completely packed. It was standing room only, and there were people outside, and they were all there to listen to the guest speakers at the event. And there was another event that happened earlier than this one here in Alberta, in Edmonton, where there were, I don't know whether there was 12,000 people there. I don't know the exact number, but there were thousands and thousands of people that showed up at the legislative building in Edmonton, and I was at that particular event. So there definitely are a lot of people. Well, 300,000 people signed the whole thing. Oh, hang on. I got a quick phone call coming in here. Stand by. Okay, well, that was sort of a good phone call. It was the guy phoning me about a golf cart. I'm trying to get a golf cart because I have a summer house in a place called Sylvan Lake, Alberta, and they are allowing this is the first year that they're allowing golf carts to be able to run around the city during the summertime. And I'm trying to get a hold of a golf cart so that we can be rolling around the city in our golf cart. So that was the phone call from the guy at the place that sells golf carts, that he's trying to acquire a golf cart for me. It's not just any golf cart, because it's in the city, the golf cart has to have seat belts, like from the manufacturer, has to have seat belts, has to have signal lights, horn, and brake lights and all kind of stuff like that, just like a motor vehicle. So it's not just a standard golf cart like you'd see on the fairway or whatever, but it has to be one that's a little bit better than the average golf cart, shall we say. So he's just looking into acquiring something like that for me, and apparently there's something on the way, so that's good news. So that's the latest there. We're also going to be, I'm working on a motorboat out there because it is the lake. So we'll see if we get that motorboat going. Hopefully the motorboat won't have holes in it or whatever. It's a $200 motorboat. So you can imagine it's not going to be like, it's going to be more like the SS Minnow than like, a luxury yacht, put it that way. So yeah, that should be fun. Anyways, we got those things that we're working on. Bunny in the house here. Hey, Bunny, good to see you. Yeah, golf cart gang. Yeah, exactly. There'll be Edward Cam in there. You should be able to drive your golf cart without approval from the government. No, you actually have to have insurance, and you have to give the city, or in this case the town, the information on the golf cart. I don't know if it has a VIN number or how they do that, but we'll see when that happens. But you have to let them know. You have to pay $100 a year, and then they supply you with a license plate. So the town, it's not the province, but the town supplies you with a license plate for your golf cart. So that's what happens. So it actually has to be approved by the government. But like here in Edmonton, for example, you can't drive a golf cart around. The city doesn't allow it. But Edmonton being a 15-minute city, by rights, they should allow a golf cart here, in the summertime. But the other thing is that the speed limit is 40 kilometers an hour in pretty much the whole town. So you can't go over 40 kilometers an hour. And, there's some limitations like that. Oh, you can only drive it on streets that are 40 kilometers an hour. So there is a kind of a highway that goes by the town. So they obviously don't want you driving there where it's 100 kilometers an hour and you're doing 40 kilometers an hour. I don't know what the top speed of the cart is. I think they're kind of, you can go into it with software and you can change the top end speed, which no doubt I'll be doing right away to make sure that it will go faster than 40 kilometers an hour, because I want to be able to gun that thing and really, burn rubber, and stuff like that. Have fun. Also, it's got one hell of a stereo system in it, the one that I want to get. It's got speakers galore. It's got a loud stereo system, and it's got lights all over the place. Underneath, it's got lights. It's got lights on the ceiling, lights on the speakers, lights all over the place. And you'll be able to change the color of those lights and stuff like that. So it's going to be a fun time this year. We're going to be having fun. You'll see us out there. Of course, I've got to be careful not to play copyright music with it, but, if I'm streaming or something like that. But if we're just driving around having fun, well, we'll be playing da 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 da. Hey, teachers. Yeah, or something like that. You know how it goes. Leave those kids alone. I don't know. We'll be playing some kind of music there and having fun. Anyways, it's going to be a fun summer. Put it that way. We're going to be going out there and doing it to it. Yeah, we're going to have lots of fun. Masada in there. Mossad, can Queenie fit on the boat? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think Queenie goes anywhere but her basement or wherever where she streams from. She's either there or in her Jeep, her car, right? So there's either two places where Queenie resides, in her basement or in her Jeep, and that's about it. And earlier there, when I was live, she was in her Jeep. She was actually live in her Jeep there a little while ago. I wasn't watching her, but I just got word of it that she was live over there doing something. By the way, Masad, I saw you over in Kenny's chat there. I don't know what you're doing over there, but you know he's been bad-mouthing Troy and I over there in the Kenny channel there, and bad-mouthing my mobile human shelters there, saying that that I'm whatever taking money from donations and not using it to build houses or crap like that, you know. Let me tell you, I use my stream money when people donate money to me. Some of the money that I use it to build those mobile human shelters, you know. The people call them dog houses or whatever. I don't care what you call them. They help people. They really do help people out there. But I definitely do not get enough money from donations for what I spend on the mobile human shelters. I can tell you that right now, 100%. If you were to look over, you know, what do I make from donations compared to what I spend on just that one little venture alone? I spend way more money on those little houses. So, you know, Kenny is on his channel going, "Oh, Tommy Temper, you're taking money and saying you're going to do stuff and you're putting it in your pocket," or whatever. Yeah, Kenny is just a rabble-rouser, in my mind. You know, let him bash DOA all day long, you know, but, you know, I'm sorry that he's trying to bash me because it just isn't going to work, right? And he did it for one day, and that was it. Troy, you got hit for a day. I got hit for a day from him. And now he's back over to bashing DOA, which is okay. That's good. We like it that way. That's the way it should be, you know? That's perfect. I like it that way. We got Sandy Foster. Oh, no, Sandy, you're not banned. You're not banned. You're able to say what you want in my chat, so that's nice. Let's see what you have to say. You know, if Pierre Poilievre hadn't blown the last federal election and actually won, there would be no talk of anyone separating. Well, you know what? If it wasn't for all the elbows up people and all of the immigrants that voted liberal, okay, because that's what the liberals do, is they bring a whole bunch of people in to pad the numbers, because you know that the people that they bring in, if the liberals bring in people while they're in power, then those people are going to vote liberal, and all of those people, a whole lot of them settled in Quebec and mostly in Ontario. And look at where all the liberal votes came in Ontario. Very few conservative votes over there. And the election is finished when the votes are counted in Ontario. Sandy, you know that. I know that. Everybody in Canada knows that. It doesn't matter what anyone votes west of Ontario. The government is formed by whatever you guys vote in Eastern Canada. And hey, you can't change that. You can't blame Pierre for that. Don't blame Pierre. You know, if there's a whole bunch of elbows up people in Canada that vote liberal, hey, you can't change that. But the one thing that we can change is that we can get the hell out of Canada, because we're sick and tired of everything that the elbows up people are doing, that Mark Carney is doing. He spent over $100 billion, right? We're sick and tired of all that spending. We don't want to be the ones that are paying the price for all that spending that he's doing. It's all a bunch of nonsense, and an awful lot of it benefits Brookfield Corporation. Why don't you guys see that? Why don't you guys follow what's going on? See how much of what he spends benefits Brookfield. Even the business, this last little airplane deal, absolutely benefits Brookfield. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, just follow the thread. You know, you guys aren't following. There's a guy that actually points out exactly what everything that Carney is doing and how it benefits Brookfield. And the guy that you want to follow is called Moose on the Loose. Go over and watch the videos on YouTube, Moose on the Loose. Okay, go over there, follow him, and you'll see how bad that Mark Carney is. And that's one of the big reasons of why Alberta wants independence, right? Mark Carney says, no, you guys sign an MOU whereby you quadruple the carbon tax, and then we'll think about building some kind of a pipeline for you. You know, it's all, and also sequester, build a multi-billion-dollar project to pull carbon out of the air and pump it into the ground. Yeah, we're not going to build any pipeline unless you guys do a bunch of net zero crap bullshit that no other country in the world has to do, you know, especially when you get into the Middle East and places like that have lots of oil production. So like the companies have already said they don't want to even invest in Alberta because of this carbon capture and the carbon neutral and net zero bullshit. So, Carbon Carney is, he's doing what he wants to do, which is to make everyone, run on solar panels and windmills and stuff like that. And that's okay. You guys can do that in Ontario or wherever else you live. But we're sick and tired of that stuff, and we want to get away from it. And the best way to get away from it is independence, right? So that's what we're doing here in Alberta. So sorry that, you're not going to get some billions of dollars over there in Eastern Canada when that happens, but oh well. This is just the way it goes, you know. Can't win them all. Absolutely can't win them all. Todd says, my dad just got back from the Bahamas. He said the resort was owned by Mark. Oh, Brookfield. Yeah, right. Great guy to have as a Canadian Prime Minister. Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know about that, but you never know. I don't know where he's putting his money, but it's going somewhere. Roy Stalin, elite. Yeah, in the house. It's Roy. Hey, good to see you. Do you realize that PP has shares? What? Shares in what? In Brookfield, right? Yeah, right. Yeah, PP, I don't know. I never heard that one. That's an interesting one there, Sandy. I should, I'll do a search for that on Grok here right now. Hang on a second. I'll ask Grok that one here. Let's see. Hang on. This should be a good one. If Grok actually works. Hey, Grok, how many shares does Pierre Poilievre have in Brookfield?
Brookfield? What the fuck is in Brookfield? Some shitty suburb? You gonna tell me what we're even talking about, or just keep mumbling random place names like a brain-damaged GPS?
Okay, there you go. So, Brookfield is a corporation, and Pierre Poilievre is the conservative leader in Canada.
Brookfield? Pierre fucking Poilievre? Jesus Christ. Are we doing Canadian politics now? That rich-ass asset management corp and the guy with the weird hair who yells about the housing crisis? What about him? You gonna connect these two, or just name drop like a confused Wikipedia page?
Okay. So, Grok is obviously not a big help on finding that out. In fact, Grok is pissed off that I'm even asking that question. So, Sandy, there you go. Tommy has a summer house. Wow. I do, Sandy. Didn't you know that? You guys know that. That's been something that's been going on since the middle of last summer down in Sylvan Lake. You know, the place where Queenie lives. Queenie lives in Sylvan Lake. Yeah, well, her and I both live in Sylvan Lake, the same town. Well, Sylvan Lake is probably one of the best lakes in Alberta, like for fishing, boating, whatever. As a summer town, the summer town there of Sylvan Lake is fantastic. It's got everything. It's got even a Walmart. It's got lots of restaurants, ice cream shops, whatever, a little bit of everything. Like it's got whatever you want, in a small town right there, right close by. And I'm like really close to the lake where, I'm not right on the lake, not overlooking the lake, but if you've ever seen my camera, so I have a camera in my house that is pointed at the lake, so we're that close to it. and it's a lot of fun down there. Like, we ride our bikes down there. Like I said, I'm going to be getting a golf cart down there. We'll be driving our golf cart around in the city because they have allowed golf carts. I've got a $200 boat that we're fixing up to sail or boat around. It's got a motor, so it's a motor boat. But we'll be boating around on the lake there. We'll see how well that works out. So yeah, it's going to be a fun summer when the kids are out of school. We'll be down there full time. Otherwise, we go down there during the weekends. It's not a cabin. It's a house. Like a real house. It's got a hot tub, on the back deck. So I actually did a video where I was in the hot tub there last year. So we're going to fill that up. We're just about here now. I drained the hot tub, whatever, and winterized it there last fall. But it's just about time here now because the temperatures are above zero at nighttime. So I'm going to fill the hot tub back up again and get it operational. Maybe next weekend we'll have that hot tub going there. Tommy Temper, even north of Vancouver, Kelowna, wants to join Alberta, Yukon, and give Eastern Canada the highway that runs from Vancouver to Osios and Medicine Hat to Toronto. Oh, yeah. Okay, sounds good there, Johnny. Yeah, that's a good plan. Well, you've got, part of British Columbia wants to separate. The northern part of BC is, conservative. You have Alberta is conservative, and you have Saskatchewan. So between the three provinces, if we separated from Canada, we could become our own country and could absolutely be a powerhouse. Absolutely a powerhouse. Like, we would not be adverse whatsoever to have BC join us here and get rid of the NDP. If and I think that the NDP are going to get booted out of British Columbia this next election. Cycle. Because the NDP have just been terrible in BC. And the Conservatives, they're like ahead of the NDP in BC, and they don't even have a leader yet. I think they're just in the process of coming up with a leader. And I forget what her name is, but there's a lady in BC that is going to be just great if she, becomes the leader of the Conservative Party in BC, and if they get elected in the next election. So, you're going to see some things happening there. A lot of the people in BC don't like what the NDP have done, especially when they have brought in the undrip policy in BC. Oh my gosh, that's probably the worst thing for BC that could ever have happened. Because now you see where they're starting to take over territory and stuff like that, and people's titles of their properties are being put in jeopardy. It's NDP are actually more communist than the Liberals. Like, look at what Avi Lewis, the leader of the federal NDP, has said, that he wants to nationalize or have the government own the grocery stores. He wants the government own the internet or take over the internet. The government to take over your cell phones. The government to take over housing, right? And to have housing. So obviously it'll be where you don't own anything, right? The government will own your house and just rent it to you. So there'll be, you won't be able to buy anything anymore because the government will own everything. You won't own a damn thing and you'll be happy, right? That's what the NDP really want to do. So, to hell with them, because that's not a good situation. Not a good situation for anybody. Hey, that being said, I think that what we're up to here now is I started my stream a little bit late. I think it's a really, really nice day to head out and do some bike riding. So I think I'm going to go out on my bicycle, do some bike riding, and I have to do that. I actually wanted to go live a lot earlier this morning, right? And stuff happens and phone rings and I get involved with this, that, and the other thing, and then I don't go live. And now it's already 4:00 here. And I think that it's such a nice day to go do a little bit of bike riding. I'm going to get on my e-bike and head out there and check out and see what happened. The last time I went riding, I actually went live, but I went live on TikTok. And if you guys don't follow me on TikTok, well, you need to follow me on TikTok. Just I don't know, you can look me up by searching for Tommy Temper or Tommy Temper Show or something like that if you're a TikToker, because I was live on there, and there were like about 50 people watching me on TikTok, and we were downtown. There was a sort of a impromptu, what do you call it, where the guy break dances. There was a breakdance thing going on there. And we were rolling around White Avenue. That's right. We were doing a video on White Avenue, and I did the whole thing on TikTok, but I was only on the one platform. So, oh well. You know, I'd like to be able to go live on YouTube, TikTok, and blah, 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 a whole bunch of different places. But eventually I'll get that set up so that that can actually happen. But I had to go live 3 times on TikTok in order to build up X number of hours before I can, whatever, get in and get the information to be able to put it onto my computer here to go live here at the same time. It's whatever, a complicated thing. Matter of numbers. So I wasn't live on TikTok enough times to be able to do what I need to do to go live on a whole bunch of platforms at one time. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna say see you later. Take care. Stay out of trouble. Thanks a lot for viewing the stream here. Thanks a lot for the sub, CJ, or for the membership. Thanks a lot. This stream is being sponsored by CJ. CJ, a great sponsor of the stream here. CJ 734. Nice seeing you. Take care.
Hey,
We'll catch you again. Okay.
Alberta's pride.
Bye bye for now.
Ho! Hey! Ha!
Woohoo.
Let's go! Hey! Hey! Whoa!
Out in Alberta where the Rockies rise, Tommy Temper streaming with fire in his eyes, from a lake house glowing in the moonlight's gleam. He's the YouTube king of the widest streams.
Tommy Temper.
You're a great guy.
Thank you very much.
Battling trolls with a spark in your eye.
See you guys later. Take care. Railroader. Hey, hey. Nice to see you. Sandy Foster.
Hot tub bubbling under starlit skies. He's calling out the haters with truth in his lines.
You can't win them all, Sandy. But the next thing we're going to win is independence. That's what we're going for. I see ya.
Lake house vibes where the mountains meet the stream. He's dodging all the trolls like a champion dream. From Alberta's heart, he's lighting up the night. Tommy Temper's truth is his guiding light. With a wink and a grin, he's taking on the fight, spilling all the tea in the YouTube life. From the hot tub to the Rockies, he's living it free. Tommy Temper's the streamer we all want to see.
Hey, hey.
Tommy Temper, you're a great guy.
Thank you very much.
Battling trolls with a spark in your eye. Conspiracy theories, politics and fun. Streaming from the Rockies.
That's right.
Second to none. So raise a glass to Tommy, the legend of the land. From Alberta's lake house, he's taking a stand. With the Rockies watching and the hot tub steaming. Tommy Temper's the hero of YouTube dreaming. She's streaming Tommy Temper. Alberta's pride.
And you know what? I wouldn't have a stream if it wasn't for you. So thanks a lot for being here. Appreciate your company. We'll see you again really, really soon. Okay, bye-bye.